Now, Kai Cenat is one of the most popular young figures online right now. He's built a streaming empire off of his charisma, funny, and lively personality. But despite all the success, Kai's had his fair share of moments that landed him in hot water. From viral stunts gone wrong, to public criticism, and even run-ins with the law. In this video, we're going to break down some of the moments that's led to people turning on Kai Cenat. Recently, Kai Cenat made headlines for a moment that sparked a lot of debate online. It started with popular YouTuber Mr. Beast and another creator named Mark Rober, who had just launched Team Water, a $40 million fundraiser aimed at bringing clean, sustainable water to millions of people around the world. The idea was simple. Mr. Beast wanted to use their combined audiences to create awareness and raise donations for a good cause. As part of the launch, they gathered a bunch of creators into a group call. One of them was streamer Aiden Ross, and that's where things took a turn. During the call, Aiden Ross promised Mr. Beast that he would donate $400,000 if Kai matched the same amount. In other words, he basically put Kai on the spot in front of thousands of viewers.
But more than recently, everything's been low-key on Kai. I feel like everybody's been hating on him. I don't know for what reason completely. I know there's a bunch of stuff going on. It's a bunch of controversy or some shit. I think it's view botting is like the one thing that like I see the most out of. Like if I see anything, it's view botting always. It's always something with view botting, like Kai or Ray or something, like getting view bots.
Okay, I'm in. If Kai does it, I said if Kai does 400, I got 400. I promise. Locked.
This led to a wave of people pressuring Kai, saying that as someone who's clearly rich, there's no reason he shouldn't match the donation for such an important cause. Now, in the end, I don't actually know if Kai donated, but what I do know is he never said he was going to in the first place. It was Aiden who decided to speak on his behalf, which is where I think things got messy. I'm not a fan of trying to pressure someone into giving away money publicly, regardless of how much money they make. At the end of the day, he made that money, so let him spend it however he pleases. And to be fair, Kai has put his money towards good causes before.
It's another day in Nigeria and another school to go.
In March 2024, the popular online streamer and YouTuber touched down in the African country of Nigeria for the first time, the most populous nation in Africa, home to over 200 million people and a rich cultural history. Kai documented his trip on YouTube, and during his visit to Lagos, the country's largest city, he stopped by the Makoko Children Development Foundation School and Orphanage, a place that provides free education and care for less privileged children. Not long after, he announced that he would be helping fund a brand new school for the community. To make it happen, Kai said he'd donate 20% of everything he made from a special month-long Twitch stream. Basically, he streamed every day for an entire month and viewers could subscribe or donate during it. In his own words, "I visited Nigeria not too long ago and I absolutely loved it. I say that to say this, for the next 30 days, while I'm streaming, 20% of all revenue will be going straight to the school that I'm still currently building for the kids of Makoko." By December 2024, Kai said the school was going to be done.
305 fucking thousand subs? What the fuck, bro? What? That is crazy.
Soon to see it completed.
To the kids of Makoko, I will be back. I will be back. And when I'm back, the school is going to be done.
In a few months, it'll be a year since Kai made that pledge, and the questions have been piling up, and people are asking, what happened to the school? Was it a scam? Will it ever actually happen? Recently, the criticism started pouring in again. A few weeks ago, a clip posted on X by the account KickChamp went viral. The tweet claimed, "A YouTuber checked on a school Kai Cenat promised to rebuild, only to find no progress as it struggles to pay expenses and faces shutdown." The clip came from a YouTube video made by a creator named Go With Ali, who visited Makoko, the same area where Kai promised to build a school. But here's the twist. The video had nothing to do with Kai at all. Still, it didn't matter. The tweet spread fast, and Kai found himself facing a fresh wave of criticism. Some accused him of making the promise for clout, while others claimed he abandoned the school project altogether. The most important thing to mention here is that Kai has actually not abandoned the project and is still in the works. It's reportedly raised over $1 million so far, with a total estimated cost of over 2.4 million USD, roughly 3.9 billion Nigerian naira. He's also partnering with giants like Google and Amazon to make it happen. According to the timeline Kai shared, construction was projected to take away anywhere from 9 to 12 months, depending on when they officially started. That means the project could still be on schedule. Also, Kai has mentioned delays before, including one caused by a storm that hit Makoko and ruined some of the building materials, resulting in a financial setback for the project.
We built a school full of classrooms and stuff in Makoko, like over the river, but due to storm, a lot of it got messed up.
The thing is, I don't think most people actually realize how much goes into building something like this, and that's even more true in a place like Makoko where resources are limited infrastructure can be challenging and the process often moves slower than in major cities. You have to get official permission to build, check the land and make sure it's safe, design a school, find the right materials, hire people to do the work, and make sure everything follows both government rules and what the local community needs. And even when all of that is in place, projects like this can still hit unexpected roadblocks, bad weather, shipping delays, and let's not forget the bureaucracy that comes with it. It's not something you can just throw money at and have done in a few months. I think Kai might have been a little too ambitious, maybe not fully realizing just how much it would take to make something like this happen. In situations like this, I've always felt it's better to under promise and over deliver rather than, over promise and risk falling short. Personally, I do believe the school will come to fruition. I don't see Kai walking away from a promise like this. I like to believe his heart is in the right place and that he genuinely wants to do good, especially because this wasn't something that was forced or pressured on him. It seems like he truly wants to do right by the kids in Makoko. Now let's talk about Streamer University, which is another big headline related to Kai. Kai got a lot of criticism for this one, and I've got some perspective on it. Now for anyone who's never heard of it, Streamer University was an idea Kai Cenat came up with. Something that essentially turned into part event, part reality show, and part content factory. The concept was simple. He brought together a huge group of creators together in one place, gave them all the tools they needed, and let the cameras capture every moment. The good, the bad, and the chaotic. Overall, I'd say it ended up being a success. Several smaller creators got their footing in the streamer world, and I've been able to keep building ever since. But some of the criticism Kai faced was that Streamer University felt more like a reality show than an actual learning experience. Now, I wasn't there, so my perspective is limited, but I do know that Kai brought in, these professors to add value. And to be clear, they weren't actually like professors in the traditional sense. They were essentially other well-known streamers and creators sharing their own expertise. One of them was fellow streamer Agent, who ran a finance and content class that I think was generally helpful for the people who attended.
So the watch time is 3.3 million. When you see that number, the first question you should ask is, how do I get that number up? To get people to watch longer videos, that's one strategy. Can you think of another strategy? Scum? Correct. Do more, higher frequency.
I feel like Agent was be a good ass teacher when it comes down to content. He probably knows exactly what to say. I think that's also the thing too with content is you have to reach a certain amount of people to get monetized in the first place. And it's not that many, but it is a lot. But you have to reach 4,000 in a year, and the 1,000 subs is another task. Shorts is just impossible, bro. To anybody watching that wants to become a YouTube creator and you think about doing shorts as the way in, bro, you might as well focus on shorts after, because shorts are just not it, bro. You have to get 10 million views in 3 months on just shorts. Equate that. Let's say you did that in a whole year. You just pulled 40 million views in a year on just shorts. That doesn't even make sense, bro. That doesn't even even big short creators don't pull in that many viewers, bro. Even Mr. Beast pulls in that many viewers, but he probably pulls that off of honestly, he probably pulls 100 million off of one short. I'm not gonna lie, but you're not Mr. Beast, you're starting out. So I would say just go live. Have a schedule every day where you post videos every day and you go live every day, and you only post shorts to build up your subscriber count, because that is the goal to get to 1,000 subs, is to build up your shorts. And just keep up with the same methods, and then just look at what people want to watch and how they want to watch it and all that stuff, how long it is, and try to inept with the YouTubers and try to see what they're doing.
Strategy is also uploading more. This is a clip channel.
Another criticism that Kai received was that there weren't any smaller creators there, that Kai only handpicked bigger names for the show. And from what I saw, that was not accurate at all. But I did notice a lot of people running with this narrative.
You had us thinking us small creators was gonna have the ability or the chance to get inside of the Stream University, bro. I already should have known that this was a sham and this was a lie whenever you started reviewing people who already got clout with their applications, bro. I should have already known that this shit was fake, bro. I should have already known, you feel me?
The whole point was networking and collaboration. Kai basically created a stage, put a mix of big and small streamers in the same place, turned the cameras on, and let moments happen. The bigger names were there to give the smaller creators more exposure, and it actually worked. A lot of the smaller streamers got discovered, built followings, and made a name for themselves just by putting themselves in the position. The way I view it, Kai didn't really scam anybody. He gave people a platform, and it was up to them to use it. At the end of the day, you're not owed anything in this life. It's on you to, take the opportunity and make something of it. And for what it's worth, Streamer University was a great networking opportunity for the people who attended. We also have the Wale situation, which is an interesting one, and it ties directly into the hip-hop side of things. It's a moment that's made a lot of people question Kai and discredit him as it relates to hip-hop. During the BT Awards a few months ago, Kai was streaming inside the building when he ran into rapper Wale, a very popular rapper from Washington, D.C. At the time, Wale was walking towards Kai, playing Smash Bros. On his Nintendo Switch. Kai walked up, said what's up, dapped him up, and kept it moving. It seemed like a harmless interaction, but later when Kai was back in his car reading the chat, he noticed people spamming Wale's name because of how well known he is in hip-hop. That's when Kai admitted that he had no clue who Wale was.
Wale, oh my God, that was somebody crazy. Hey, the whole chat knows him.
Wale.
Wale? What he do?
Rap.
Oh, word.
Now, like a lot of people, I was very surprised to see that Kai.
But that's the thing. He doesn't. It's not like he has to know who the rapper is, bro. He doesn't have to know like who the fucking like everybody is, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I saw Wale in front of me, I probably wouldn't know who he is. I know a lot of rappers though, but I think the one thing he didn't know Summers, but he knows like underground rappers, and that sort of like throws me off. Like super underground, like Dior. I mean, Until Japan's underground, but bro, I'm not listening to Until Japan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not listening to Until Japan. Like he'll know fucking Wolf-Face Joey, like bro, I'm not listening to Wolf-Face Joey, bro. Like there's like different levels to it, but he's more from New York, so of course he's more tied into like whatever's in the north area.
Cenat didn't know who Wale was because Wale is one of those rappers you're bound to come across at some point if you're tapped into into the hip hop world, and if you're as online as Kai is, right? So I was really shocked to see him not recognize Wale, but to be fair, there's a factor that plays into this. Kai's age, well, he was around 11 or 12 when Wale first really popped off, so I guess that does make sense. Still, Kai caught a lot of criticism over it. People were essentially saying, how is this guy even considered a platform or influence in hip-hop when he doesn't know who Wale is? The situation ended up spiraling a little further. Later on, Wale actually approached Kai while he was sitting next to Snoop Dogg and said the following.
That shit making me look crazy right now, just let you know. What? That's making me look crazy. The exchange that we had in the hallway. It's my bad, bro. They're running with it, but we'll talk later.
Was Wale actually serious? Honestly, I didn't, think he was. It didn't really sound like he was. I mean, he even dapped up Kai afterwards, so I don't think, he was generally pressing him like a lot of people were saying about, Wale not knowing who Kai was, right? But just like most things with Kai, it still sparked a huge conversation online about whether he's really tapped into the culture he often interacts with, or if he's more of an outsider who just happens to be close to it, but not fully part of it. One moment that really adds fuel to that conversation was when Kai made some comments about Black Americans that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
It's black. You're black. You're just black.
And it wasn't just about what he said. It was about the fact that so much of his success has been built on and fueled by Black American culture. To a lot of people, this felt like a slap in the face, and is one of the biggest reasons why so many people have started to turn on him. And then we have the complex hip-hop media power ranking, and this is one of the clearest examples of what we just spoke about. Just a few weeks ago, Complex dropped their 2025 hip-hop media power ranking, their annual list spotlighting the most influential figures in rap coverage. And at number 1 was Kai Cenat. That alone went viral and sparked a whole debate. Is Kai even a hip-hop platform?
It is really Kai. Whenever he reacts to anything at all, any type of album, it's automatically the album's getting a lot more light to it. Like that's the thing too, is like I don't watch for Kai reacts more as I think Platboy Max has more of an actual garnered, like an underground. Like Kai is for like mainstream, super mainstream, like what's on Rap Caviar, but not even just what's on Rap Caviar. I'm not gonna lie, there's probably labels working with them to like be like, hey, if we get a Kai reaction, we're good, and we'll get this and that. But I think Platboy Max is a good reaction for underground. Like if you're in the underground, you're under a label or something, and like you're not popping off that hard. You got to get Platboy to react to you. Platboy is probably the best choice out of those.
And while he's not known for deep commentary on the music itself, he's built massive influence by consistently linking up with rappers and creating viral moments, from his famous interview with Nicki Minaj to the Ice Spice link during her rise. Over time, that's made him one of the most influential and most criticized figures in the space. Kai's become such a force that major labels actively push to get their artists on his stream, and it makes sense, because with Kai, it's not your typical interview that most rappers hate doing anyway. It's casual, unfiltered, and entertaining. But that influence is exactly why some people have started questioning whether he's really a voice in hip-hop or just a streamer who happens to be around the culture. And personally, I think this is more about, people putting him on that pedestal rather than him, claiming it for himself. He's naturally leaned into hip-hop because he's so close to it. I mean, he grew up on it, and his audience listens to the, same artists that he connects with. Do I look at Kai Cenat as a media platform? Depends on how you look at it, but overall, no. Overall, I see him as a streamer who happens to dabble in hip-hop media, not the other way around. But regardless of how I see him, plenty of people have questioned him. And one moment that really fueled that goes back to 2023. I think most of y'all probably remember the Union Square riot. Back in August 2023, Kai announced a giveaway in Union Square, Manhattan, promising PS5s and gift cards. But what started as a hype meetup quickly spiraled out of control. Thousands showed up, chaos broke out, and the NYPD had to flood the area as people swarmed in nearby stores.
Police charged influencer Kai Cenat with inciting a riot and unlawful assembly. He avoided the spotlight while being released from custody.
It made mainstream headlines, and Kai was eventually arrested for inciting civil unrest, facing charges like first-degree rioting, inciting a riot, and unlawful assembly. In the end, the charges were eventually dropped, and Kai issued an apology and paid $57,000 in restitution. But the moment still left a permanent mark on his public image. I think the way he organized the Union Square event was absolutely horrible and honestly really dangerous, but I don't personally think he incited a riot. That's on the people who showed up and took it too far. I personally just don't think that Kai realized the full power and influence he has, or should I say he had at the time, which was 2 years ago. And yeah, he was popular back then, but now he's on a whole different level. Either way, it's one of those moments that will forever be tied to his name. And then fast forward to earlier this month, Kai was back in headlines once again. This time it involved fellow streamer and content creator Duke Dennis, who was arrested at a mall in San Antonio, Texas, while playing a game of hide and seek after hours with Kai. Y'all really serious? Like hide and seek? Really? Apparently, police say security guards told him to leave, but they refused. When officers tried to arrest Duke Dennis for criminal trespassing, he pulled a full-on Usain Bolt, which led to charges of trespassing and evading arrest. Videos from the scene shows Duke Dennis being taken into custody while Kai is spotted upstairs recording the whole thing. And I'm assuming that this game of hide and seek was a part of, some kind of like content that they were recording perhaps. I mean, gotta be. Now, of course, Kai went viral for this one too, and about those mug...
Bro, those, I'm not gonna lie, these mugshots look so AI. I can't even lie. These mugshots look super AI. Like, he does not, like, this doesn't look right. Like, I don't know how to explain, like, his forehead's bigger than that. I don't know. I just don't get it. And the Duke Dennis, that shit looks AI as fuck, bro.
Shots floating around. I'm pretty confident that the Kai one was AI generated. Overall, I think Kai is going to keep on rising.
I called it. I fucking called it.
Recording perhaps. I mean, gotta be. Now, of course, Kai went viral for this one too, and about those mug shots floating around, I'm pretty confident that the Kai one was AI generated. Overall, I think Kai is going to keep on rising. I mean, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon, but the bigger picture here is that this is what comes with being at the top. When you're operating at this level, every move you make gets amplified. The wins, the mistakes, and everything in between. The real question is, what is Kai going to keep on doing with that spotlight that he has? I mean, at the end of the day, if he can keep channeling it into something that's really important and something bigger than himself, like finishing that school in Makoko, he could shift the conversation from controversy to legacy. I hope that school gets done, not for Kai's sake, but for the kids who'd benefit from it. Because if it does, it'll be one of those moments where the narrative turns from drama to something very positive. Only time will tell, but until then, Kai Cenat will keep on being Kai Cenat. Anyway, if you made it this far, drop a little like on this video, and if you're new here, my name is Blackie Speaks, Digital Handshake, nice to meet you, thank you for subscribing. Kai Cenat and why everyone is turning on him. Any thoughts on this topic? I'll catch you guys in the comment section below, but most importantly of all, I'll catch you guys in the next video, man. I'm out, peace.
Bro, I used to watch Blackie Speaks all the time when I was younger.